Dating while broke is the hardest thing, yet the easiest and most purest thing to do on the planet, right? When you're a kid, you don't really have to take girls on dates and buy them all these gifts and all this other type of stuff. Your parents are still taking you guys everywhere. The most money you really got to do, like, is if you guys want to, like, maybe go to the movies or something like that, get something to eat. But even then, your parents is giving you the money majority of the time. Like, dating while broke was fairly simple, because especially with, like, when you're a kid, bro, nobody's really focused on, oh, I have dreams, I have aspirations, I have all this other type of stuff. They really just want time and a good time, right? So it was very easy to deal with them at that point. That it was like very low maintenance in a way. So getting a girl to like you was fairly simple. You just had to make sure you took care of yourself a little bit, and talk to them. They thought you were attractive, and everything else was gonna happen kind of naturally. You guys were with each other almost every day in class and shit like that, so that was damn near like you guys were on a date. Just sitting next to each other in class and stuff like that, just learning about each other and talking to each other. That was so, like, beautiful. And I feel like as you grow older and you get out of school, it becomes harder to find those type of genuine connections, because you are just always around them. So it made it easier. But then I also had the experience where out of school, I'm not gonna say adults who are like late teens. I'm still a kid now, but late teens and taking girls, trying to take girls on dates. But the most I could do at that time is probably take you on a walk in the park and buy you some Starbucks. Like, and that was a big maybe. I'd probably have to get you the grande and I get the small, because shit, the two ventis, that's like $13. That's a lot of money, and I gotta pay for the Ubers back home. Like, it was kind of difficult. But then what I've also noticed is that when a girl truly likes you, you won't necessarily have to, like, court her or, like, spend all this money on her. Nothing crazy. It's almost like a high school relationship all over again, right? Because you're gonna notice this woman, like, she's okay with actually going to the park. She's okay with, like, playing the game or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have to do as much. And they kind of understood. Those are, like, the best people to be around. The ones that you don't have to, like, overexert yourself and spend all this money. But you know, one of the main things that I feel like, quote unquote, not having money kind of messed me up while dating in a way. Well, no, I feel like I have to also say this too, because even though I didn't always dress the best and all this other type of stuff, I'm pretty sure if I, like, held myself better, or, like, my appearance was better, and, like, I invested into that early on, like, I told my mom, like, I want these type of clothes, or I want to try this, whatever the case may be, then maybe it would have helped the dating. But then again, it's always good to attract women from your truest state. You don't want to have to lead with your money, because then they expect it. But yeah, if you're trying to date while broke, you have to make sure you're talking to somebody who understands that you don't have a lot of money right now, right? That's not to say you won't grow up, you won't, eventually get some money, whatever the case may be. But she has to be okay with, like, right now, I we probably can't, go to the movies every weekend, or we can't go do this, go do that, but we can spend some time together. Um, COVID actually highlighted that a lot too. Yes, people were still able to, talk to their sweethearts. Some people were able to, go out and still have friends and stuff like that. But for a good amount of people, their relationships became long distance, right? So you weren't able to spend money on, nobody. You kind of had to just talk to them on the phone, or, really just spend genuine time with each other. And it highlighted whether you guys were actually compatible or not. Um, yeah, I don't think you need money to date, but you need money to deal with certain girls. Um, certain girls are going to ask you for certain things, or going to have certain expectations, etc. And that's actually okay. Like, you don't have to say your expectations are too high or anything like that. It's just not what you're willing to do. Um, and that's okay. Once again, Um, but once you get a friend, a close girl, or something like that, who really just wants to spend time with you, you'll notice how much easier it is. Like, actually said this too. I was like, I feel like I've had better relationships, and longer ones, more heartfelt ones, when I had less. Because think about it. If they're messing with you and accepting you when you have less, then that means that they kind of mess with you. They're genuine. They mess with the core root of who you are. I noticed as I started like growing up and I started getting more things. I started focusing. I started trying to build and all these other type of things working. I didn't get as much, genuine interactions, because now there was something else like influencing the relationship. Um, so, to each his own. I feel like a lot of people tell people that, you need to have money to date. You need to be on your stuff. You need to be on top of everything. Which, yes, if you're going to be dating, stay on top of your grades. If you have a job, stay on top of your things, stay on top of your content, stay on top, stay on top of your hobbies, you're working out, you're exercising, stay on top of your sports and all that. Um, but it'll come naturally to you guys, especially when you are, doing the things that you need to do, like staying true to like your schoolwork, staying true to all the other things that you actually like to do. Like if you work out a lot, right, and you like to go to the park and play basketball. If you stay true to you going to the park and playing basketball, you may meet another girl at the park who just likes to sit at the park. And now all of a sudden, while you're playing basketball, she just wants to be there because she was going to go there anyways, And now it's a date. You didn't have to necessarily spend any money because you guys kind of had the same interest. Um, yeah. I feel like there's so much that comes into this, when it comes to this dating while broke thing. So many different perspectives that you can like adhere to and like adapt to. But I feel like literally, which is why I keep saying it, the main thing is like choosing the right people. Um, because when you're dating while broke, you have to be truer. When you're dating while broke, you don't have all the fluff that other people have. So you truly have to like be yourself and show your true qualities, and hope you're talking to somebody who likes you for you and not what you have or what you can do for them. And try it out. If you guys try it out, like no, not even if, try it out and tell me what happens, because I promise you, if you find a woman who likes you for you, you're gonna notice you didn't have to do as much, but you were happier. You did less but got more. Yeah, I love y'all.